Hello and welcome to UK Versus. Today we're doing something a little bit different I want to try out, and some other content creators and players have been gracious enough to try me out on this. Today I am joined by three lovely people who got lost in Faerun and have ended up in Whitestone, had an encounter with the Briarwoods, and have followed them down to the Ziggurats. We are joined by the amazing UncannyGirl, aka Alice. Who have you brought to this encounter and why?
Well, I figure there's no one better to support the team than beaming down to the surface with acting Captain Boimler.
And why did you choose acting Captain Boimler?
Well, I figured since we discussed a little bit beforehand who would be using what, that I wanted at least one of these newer multiplayer-ish supporting Star Trek characters to join the fray to see how they shake things up. Since we've now had previews for the first full preview of a Critical Role character that showed a little bit of multiplayer matters, and knowing that we'll have the boss cards, I wanted to get a feel for how that's going to look when we get to play with the newer bosses when they come out. And
leading the troop of adventurers, we have UVSHermit, the sensei of the game. Cameron, who have you brought to this encounter and why?
I brought Vaxeldan, Cunning Thief, because he was the first Challenger deck that I picked up out of the box of Challenger decks that I have in the living room, and I figured I wanted someone from Critical Role facing this Critical Role challenge. So, thematic.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense, and it would be canonically the best target to try and get that 6-roll mind control off on.
Yeah, I'm depressed now that you said that.
And coming from a completely different universe, but here to collect the bounty on the Briarwoods, we have a girl named Ron, aka Veronica, a relatively new player, so I will try to be a bit more nice to them than the others. How are you doing, and who have you brought?
Hello, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. I am super grateful that you included me in this because, as I've said, there are no local game stores near me that run Universus, and I don't get a lot of opportunities to play and practice. So I'm really, really excited to be a part of this. This is my first time doing a multiplayer game of this kind. So I'm super excited. And I brought Vash the Stampede for two reasons. One, it was my first gifted product from Universus as a creator. And two, it's very nostalgic for me because it was like probably one of my first cartoon crushes growing up. And I just always thought Vash the Stampede and Trigun was such a fun series, and I collected a lot of the figures. So it's pretty nostalgic for me, and I'm excited to bring it to the table.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about Universus. We get to experience a lot of hype for multiple IPs and have them play together. This is a worryingly efficient party, but Delilah is annoyingly powerful, and Sylas isn't going to go down easy. Hello. The party will be taking on the Briarwoods. They'll be attempting to prevent the Dark Ritual. After encountering the Briarwoods at Whitestone, they follow them into the Ziggurat, where they must now stop the married couple from executing the Dark Ritual. The Necromancer Delilah Briarwood and the Vampire Sylas Briarwood will have a range of retaliation-based skills to drain party resources, drain party health whilst healing, as well as possibly turning them against each other. This is going to be a tough battle for the party to take out, but I hope they have brought the right characters to take this down. The Briarwoods have 6 abilities they can activate in their turns, as well as retaliation abilities that are triggered when scenarios get hit. Retaliation allows the Briarwoods to make attacks once these conditions have been hit, and then once all players are done, they are able to activate their own abilities by rolling a d6 that range against retaliating against all players to turning players against each other. This is not going to be an easy fight. The party need to work together, pool resources, and take down the Briarwoods before they become overwhelmed. Sylas Briarwood is a strong, powerful vampire who will be leading the charge, while Delilah backs him up from the background, whilst also trying to take control of the party. This is not going to be an easy fight, and I'm very excited to see how the competitors do. So, without any further ado, we'll get started. Please mill the top cards of your deck until you hit 3 foundations.
Hey, right off the top.
I have a mesmerizing mission, special assignment, and chronologically dehydrated.
What do we do with the ones that are attacks? Do we shuffle them in,
You shuffle
or
those back in. You're good.
okay?
I have Venture Forth from Sigorn, Dragon Lore Expert, and Mother's Embrace.
Not bad.
I
start
have-
round.
Decisions, get the scoop, and motherly affection.
Got lots of mother cards going around.
Yeah, mommy.
I, of course, start with no hand, but I have a plethora of abilities that are going to be very annoying for you guys.
Your hands will still be plenty busy. Believe you us. And then we draw our hands, correct?
Yeah, so once everyone's done, you'll draw your opening hands, so your hand size.
I'm a 7.
We have 2 7s and a 6. And then for the first one here, I will roll a dice, but unlike what the rules say, I will be following aggression. So the person that does the most damage to me, or I feel is the biggest threat, will become the target and go first in their turns. But for the first one, I'm going to roll a dice, and we're going to basically do it as a Brad 1 2, Vax 2 3 4, and Vash as a 5 6. So we'll start with you, Cam.
All right.
I planned it better.
Yeah, funny how that worked out.
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to play a card. I'm going to play Arrows and Daggers. So I'm going to start off swinging with a check of 5. Trinket says that is a 5.
So just as a reminder to Alice and Ron, if you have any enhances on your foundations or actions in your hand that you want to use, you can use 1 enhance during this attack.
Okay.
Brett, what is our turn sequence in terms of player order?
So we'll start with Vaxodan, then we'll go to Vash, and then we'll go to Brad, and we'll end from there.
Okie dokie.
All right. So I'm going to start with my Vaxeldan Cunning Thief ability. As an enhance, my ranged or weapon attack gets +3 speed, but it'll get -1 speed for each additional attack in my card pool. So since it's the only attack in my card pool, it will start with a +3 speed, making it a 7 low for 5.
7 low for 5.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you guys just get to pop off. The Briarwoods, you get your arrows and daggers, you come at the Briarwoods, and they are sufficiently worried that you've gone past their agility.
Does anyone want to help me out, or should I just keep going?
Oh, is it? Do you keep going? I thought you keep going until it's our turn, or do we can?
So
I figured if you had something, you could, I would let you guys. I didn't want to just take up too much.
You guys are
too
allowed
much
to
time in a row.
enhance if you're allowed 1 enhance during this enhanced step to help him out if you want.
So if you had 1 enhance you wanted to
Gotcha.
play during my attack, options are open.
Well, I'm pretty sure my rival will technically never be drawing a card in the game, so I don't think I have anything relevant to this enhanced step.
All right.
I would like to. I would like to look at the top card of my deck, and I may discard it because a lot of my enhances care about what's in my discard pile, and there's nothing in my discard pile. So
That's fair.
other enhancements aren't really useful right now. So
Just so you are aware, as long as the ability has been paid for, you can still do it. So with like Vash's Mill 1, you can still do it here, even though it wouldn't have any effect.
okay, gotcha.
You can't do it now because
I-
you enhance.
Right. So I looked at the top card. I don't want to discard it. Should I just leave it on top?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Then I've got that's a response, actually. Okay. So I am going to come in. I have no further enhances I wish to play. I'm a 7 low for 5. What do the Briarwoods have to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, you chuck Whisper at the Briarwoods, it digs in and then bounces right back to your belt, Vaxeldale style. And they've taken their first blood.
Wonderful. Then I have a Vaxeldan response on arrows and daggers. If this attack deals damage, the next weapon attack I try to play this turn ignores progressive difficulty.
That's very true, but you don't get to play that until the next sequence. So now we move on to Ron.
All right. I would like to play an attack as well.
Ooh.
And I will flip and that passes. So it has a 5 speed. It's Inevitable Clash.
Inevitable Clash. 5 speed, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still below the agility rating.
And how much is the agility?
You checked a 6 on that, right?
Oh no. Well, it's a 4, but I can tap these two for 6. Yeah.
Yeah, so their agility is 6. So any attack that's below 6 speed gets -2 damage.
Okay. I can enhance with Vash and give it +2 speed.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you mill the top card of your deck
Yeah.
to get 2 speed.
Okay.
Right, yeah, that is a 7/7. That is a worrying card.
Ron, I don't believe that you have to commit Vash for that ability.
Oh, okay.
It's his other ability. Speaking of which,
His other ability. Okay.
from a strategic stance, the way that he is laid out, especially with the attack that you have in your pool, when it comes back time round for you, it's very advantageous for you to use the second ability. He allows you to discard an attack, which will put an attack on top of your discard.
Right.
And since
Right.
your attack in the pool allows you to pull an attack back from your discard, it's kind of like a free play.
Okay.
Commit Vash to discard an attack and draw your cards. You can then
So
use.
could I do both?
Well,
could I use them at?
This is just
No,
your
right?
hand step. So if no one else is stepping in,
Yeah.
you can just keep going.
Okay.
I have nothing.
So I could use the second, the commit ability, right?
Yep.
So I could commit him to discard an attack and draw 3 cards. I will discard a disabling shot and draw 3.
And now this is where you use the attacks in enhance so that you can get that card
The
back.
attacks enhance. Right. So add top card of your discard pile to your hand. I see. Okay.
You essentially just draw 3 cards for free.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty ridiculous.
That's pretty nice. Look at me doing stuff.
I mean, you played other TCGs, so you always know how good draw 3 feels.
Yeah. Go for
Yeah, it does feel pretty good. All right. I would like to attempt to build some foundations, if I may.
We don't do that yet.
Okay.
So, yeah,
All
this
right, so I
multiplayer variant is a little weird. We each get 1 card play.
One
and go
At a
through
time,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Gotcha.
Brett gets to pick on us between each time that we have all played a card.
Yeah, once you've
Right.
done attacking, this is when the Briarwoods gets nasty. But if you
Okay.
finish with your enhances, it will be you're just essentially you're shooting you with a 7/7.
Yes, that's all. That's all I'll do. That's all I can do.
So Vash runs into the stage. After seeing the damage of Vaxeldane, pulls out his pistol and then smacks Sylas between the eyes for 7 damage.
Yay.
Alice, we're over to you.
Okay, well, we need to explain how Brad got here, so I will not be attacking. Instead, I'll be boarding the USS Cerritos in check of a 5. And since I don't think it's possible for Brett to block in this mode, I'll pay that with mesmerizing because I don't think I'll be able to activate this in this
Yeah, Frenzy's not going to
special
be
mode.
Yeah, Cerritos going through the interdimensional breach from the finale of Lower Decks and ended up in Whiterun. Not the best. Whitestone, not the best.
But now canonically possible.
Yeah, now canonically possible. This is true. So, as you have all played your form, I now get to activate the Briarwoods. I will roll the dice. If you go to the video, you'll see me rolling. And I get a 4. The 4 on the activation is
This is starting to feel a little weighted.
Otherworldly fortification. Each player commits 1 foundation and loses 2 health, and the Briarwoods gets +2 toughness till my next activation. Veronica, unfortunately, had no foundations to commit.
What am I giving up? Yeah, I was supposed to say, I think both these are vanilla because of the play mode, so I'll commit special assignment.
And any attack that's below 6 speed gets -4 damage to it until the next activation of the ability. With that, I'm going to say that Veronica is going to draw the aggro of Sylas Briarwood after shooting him between the eyes for 7 damage, and we'll start there.
Okay, so Is this a chance to attack again?
You can attack again, or you can build. It's entirely up to you. It's just you get to play a form if you want.
Yeah.
And the attacks have to be above 6.
The speed of the attack has to be above 6.
Yeah. Right. All right. Well, then, in that case,
since you're all committed out, this might be a good time to build.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and build. I will go for a suspended bounty, and that passes.
Very good. That's your form, so we'll come back to you next after this.
Okay.
Alice, we're round to you.
Okay, well, let's keep story focused. I need to punch me a way out. It's time for Boimler to go on the attack. So we got to check a 4. I'm going to have to pay for that. Oh, actually, I'm going to have to pay for that with... Yay, progressive. Oh, I'm not going to have it.
You don't want to end it?
I don't want to end it. I get to blitz. This is a choice for Brett between committing a foundation and freezing a foundation, which I assume is going to be for the purposes of this mini game the same thing.
Yeah, so essentially that just says I burn 1. But for other ones, essentially you will take the option that's most advantageous to you or the only option that there is. So if there's I discard a card or you draw a card, you just draw a card.
Okay, yeah, so this would definitely be like, I'd be choosing commit because there is no foundations to freeze.
Yeah, so I just burn 1 because we're playing with the advanced rules.
This leaves my board shut down, so I have no enhances of relevance available, so I think unless anyone else has any activations, this is just a 3 speed for 5 damage, which is definitely going to be reduced a little.
Yeah, so...
I wish I had something to help you, but I don't.
Brad is panicking. He has no idea what's going on here. Shoots the phaser. Briarwoods have never seen anything like this before. Blocks with Craven Edge, and just a little bit of the energy gets through and just singes him on his cheek. He is focusing on you at this time. Aaron, we're back over to you.
All right. Well, since my last attack dealt damage, I am able to ignore progressive difficulty on this storm of arrows.
Ooh.
So for a 5, that is a 4, so we're going to commit 1 right here. And for my first enhance, I will use my Vaxeldan Cunning Thief to give it +3 speed, and then -1 speed for the arrows and daggers, making it a 6 high for 5.
6 high for 5. Now, I'm just going to quickly double-check the exact wording on this.
To see if it's a meter beat.
Exactly. If the speed of a player's attack is greater or equal to the Briarwood's agility.
Or equal. Meet or beat. Let's go.
So you've got your 6-5.
6 high for 5.
Which doesn't... Arrows and daggers is a ranged weapon, I assume.
Yes, it is.
That's nasty, yeah, no. So...
So you're going to take your 5?
Oh, you done? Yeah.
All right. Well, then I will respond with the Storm of Arrows to discard arrows and daggers for the Echo for my next form.
Goes for 5,
And
so I take 6.
And then I'll respond with a Mother's Embrace to flip it and ready it since a card has been cleared from my card pool.
So you make so that'll be your next form, and we're probably gonna be starting off with you after that. So yeah, Storm of Arrows comes through, Vaxeldan.
Right, so out of 5.
Coming through. No, not yet. No, not yet. Because I get my I get my activation because that's free.
You get your activation. I'm getting bloodthirsty.
I'm not on 66. I'm on 56. That's why I was getting my head confused. You guys have done some serious damage to the Briarwoods already. Yeah.
Well, when you start throwing around words like mind control, I get a little bit itchy. So.
Yes, that's the key. So, Briarwoods already down almost a third of their health after taking a barrage of arrows to their face out of nowhere, coming in with the 6.
That's the number I did.
The Briarwoods. Beginning with the first player this turn, each player rolls a d6. And then we'll fight out. We'll go on from there depending on what you roll. So, we're starting off with you, Cameron, as you drew aggro.
Sure.
Roll me a 6.
How about you roll one for me since I don't have any dice with me right now?
Sounds good. Rolling on the screen. We get a 4. Only on a 1. So, on a 1 or 2, they resolve the most recent attack in their card pool against a player to their right, then discard it from their card pool. I rolled a 4. So Delilah Briarwood points a finger, utters an incantation, and you shake it off, determined not to fall under that spell again.
Hell yeah!
So you may proceed with your check.
All right. That's a 4, so I have to commit something.
Oh, Brett, don't we? Doesn't this go through each of us?
Yep.
The chaotic domination?
Yep, so it'll go to Veronica next, and then it'll go to you for the final one.
All right.
But you don't have to worry about that until the start of your turn.
Okay. So for my first enhanced, I'll use Vaxeldan Cunning Thief to make this a 7 high for 5.
Which is exactly... it was +2 to toughness. Oh no, they had that activation. So yeah, that got well above their agility.
And since we've gone through a cycle, it should be back to the baseline.
It's bound to the baseline of 2 toughness, yeah.
Yep. So Vax will make this a 7 high for 5.
7 out of 5 hits. That's brutal. Down to 51, and then your attack flips.
Yep.
Veronica, we go to you. Please roll a d6.
5.
5 passes. You may proceed with your turn.
All right. I will build pitching in, and that passes, right?
Yep.
Yes.
That's on a 3, and you check a 5. That is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Alice.
Yep.
Roll me a d6.
Come on, Brad. No 1, no 2. 5.
5 is fine. Resolve your turn.
No mind control.
Well, it's time to start the beta shift. Check on a 3.
Checks. So now we get to the fun part where you guys are going to start building, and I still get to retaliate from all your building.
Yep.
Well,
no!
activate you. So let's do a nice dice roll. Get another 6.
Oh no!
Let's go. Delilah is not happy that Vaxeldan is shaking this off, and you keep punching her in the face with these arrows. Cameron, let's roll for your turn.
Oh, am I still taking aggro here?
Now, the hardest part here is I rolled a 2, which means...
I don't have any attacks in my card pool.
Yeah. The domination takes over. We check your card pool for an attack to use against Veronica, and you have no attacks.
Oh, that's a shame.
So we're just going to skip your turn and go to Veronica.
And I roll again, yeah?
Yep.
A 1.
So we resolve your inevitable clash against Brad Boimer.
Oh, fun.
So we're not going to do any enhances or anything like that because that's just going to be winter. But it is a 5 high for 7 coming at you right now.
Well, I've got to just take it.
No. So he's mind controlling you to attack me.
Yeah.
I have to.
Oh.
I have to try and protect myself here.
So Delilah basically looks at Vax, takes over control.
That's so
Vax,
mean.
does it again, takes the gun to point at this energy strike they've never seen before, and just fires the rifle at Brad.
And that's like at least 5 speed, right?
It's a 5 speed for 7.
I can't. There's no way I can pass it with 3 cards in my pool, so I have to take the full 7, right?
Yep. So you go down to 12. Brad is not looking too good here. Alice, please make me a roll.
5?
5 passes.
5 alive.
Proceed unmind controlled.
Let's continue along with another beta shift. I think I can pass a 4 here. Just barely. I'll take that.
Brad is too bold to be consumed by the madness of Delilah Briarwood. But that does end another string of forms, which means I get to roll again. Can I pull off a 666?
No.
Please no.
Oh, we get the 1.
All players lose. Oh.
All players lose 3 health, and I gain that much health, and I get +1 agility.
1 is supposed to be bad.
It's the fact that you guys get to hit me without me blocking.
Side note, I'm already down to 9.
Yes, you are. So I go up to 60. Nice. Ooh. And yeah, Brad is not looking the healthiest here. I'm just going to point out that Vax could have blocked for you there, but chose not to.
No, I wouldn't have been able to pass the check.
I don't know. You got your character and you've got a foundation. I have a little bit of like
my mods that could have blocked it are +3s. So that was going to be a failure on all fronts.
Yeah, out of 10 is a little bit hard.
With only 2 up, yeah.
See, no one dealt any damage there. No one drew aggro, and Vash kind of helped out the Briarwoods. Definitely not going to be on that going against Vash. As far as I'm aware, they're still controlled. So between Brad and Vax, let's do a little roll. And we'll start off with Brad. Alice, please make your turn. You can choose to just not playing anything if you want.
Yeah, this is a pass for me.
Okay. Vax, we're on you.
I will play Shameless Haggler, because I need health. On a 3, that would be a 3.
And then, Ron, we're over to you.
I will just play it safe, and I will play Prideless Negotiations, and that passes.
Okay. And then we roll the dice for the Briarwoods. Getting a 1 again!
Down to 6.
Yeah, but
So we go 3 down, all of us?
you all got 3 down, yes. I was a bit skeptical when 2 of you brought 700s, but so I couldn't have it as
squishy.
I couldn't have it as Vax on 14, Brad on 6, and Vash on 20.
20, yep.
Very good. Okay. And the Briarwoods are back up to 69. Nice.
Oh, no.
So, with the Briarwoods, that is the end of their activation. Who would like to go? Is anyone going to volunteer to go first here?
I'll go.
Okay, go for it.
I've still got cards to play. Let's go with on a 4. Prank War. That is a 3, and that is very hurtful. We're going to commit 1.
Okay, Veronica, over to you.
I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to try for a 5. Let's see what happens. And that fails.
That is a failed check, so I will now roll a dice. I roll a 3. Veronica, a 4 mid for 8 is coming at you.
I don't know what to do. I have no blogs.
I think at this
I'm
point you
gonna
just
have to
take 8.
just take it. Yeah, I'm gonna just take it.
8 damage has been dealt. Down to 12.
Yes.
Alice, we're on to you.
I have no further actions for the turn. I'm not confident the values in my hands will check.
That is fair. The Briarwoods are actually gonna skip their turn. They're just gonna look lovingly into each other's eyes. These strangers that Vax has brought are posing no real threat. They got some licks in early, but now they're just kind of laughing as you guys are clutching your wounds.
Yeah.
I've got like a dangling arm.
As I imagine you're the only person with cards left to play, we'll start off with Vaxeldan.
I'm gonna pass.
Vash, any cards to play?
No, I will pass.
And I assume it's a pass from Alice?
Yeah, we're definitely done this turn.
No, it's fine. We'll just start on to another turn. I'm feeling kind of mean, given how that first turn's kind of gone down.
So we build down, right?
Build down, ready up, and then you may review and draw a fresh hand.
I'll take my momentum.
The attack goes to discard, yeah?
Yes.
Unless you dealt damage, and then you can take it to your momentum.
Well, you always deal damage here, but yeah. But you can put in momentum if you want things for EX, Powerful, Echo.
The big thing in the Vash deck is the plant asset, so you pretty much always want to send your cards to momentum when you can.
So for momentum, they go face down underneath your character. Unless you have an ability that keeps them face up.
I don't need to review. Draw my 4.
So as the person that's currently done the most damage and has retained the most amount of health, Vaxeldan, as the leader of the party, what's the plan?
I think I'm going to throw some more arrows and daggers.
That is fair.
So on a 5. That is a 5. It's a little trinket bear. All right. So for my first trick, I'm going to give it 3 speed.
No, my 69. It is a 7-5.
Yes,
Well
it is.
above.
Does anyone else have an enhance they wish to play on my attack?
I'm going to flip beta shift. We each draw a card.
We each draw a card.
Nice.
Very helpful. I wish that was a better block modifier, but I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine you can keep going then. Unless Veronica's got anything they want to add.
Can I enhance?
Yeah, you can do 1 enhance during this attack.
I'm gonna choose 1 card in my discard pile and place it on top of my discard pile.
Is that a commit cost or is that a flip cost?
Flip.
So you stay.
Alright, so you just turn it face down.
Yeah, you just flip it face down.
It remains ready.
It remains ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, it's all on you now, Max.
I have no further enhances, so I'm just going to chuck this 7 low 5 at these.
You've interrupted the Briarwood 69 with this 5 damage, and it is not on. They're down to 64.
Cool. I'm going to use my response on arrows and daggers. The next weapon attack I play will ignore progressive difficulty.
Okay. Veronica, we're over to you.
And I can play an attack, or
You can play an attack, you can build, you can pass. It's entirely up to you.
okay. And what is the speed that's needed?
The speed is 6 or higher, but it's only -2 damage, so don't worry too much about it. Most of your attacks are going to get there off Vash alone.
Okay. And even though this is flipped, can I still use it as like a cost?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, you can.
All right. Before I do anything, I'm gonna flip Motherly Affection If the top card of my discard pile is an attack, I gain 2 health.
Is that an enhance or a form?
Is that, yeah, I was gonna
That's
say
an enhance. Can I do that?
No,
It has to be during an attack, so you'd have to play an attack
During
first.
an attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so nuts. Then it might not be what's on top anymore. I should have played that in a different order. All right, no worries. I will play Disabling Shot, and that passes.
All right.
And I will mill 1 to give my attack 2 speed.
Making it 6-5.
And then that will be 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other enhancers?
I'm gonna kick in with another bait shift. Might as well. We can all use another card in our hands.
Yep.
Especially if that other card has it. That's the exact same card. I appreciate it.
Any enhancers for Vaxel now?
Nope.
Right. And then I guess the Briarwoods are going down to 59. Not getting to use this 10 damage reaction. Bradwood, we're over to you.
So I'm on a moral dilemma. I forgot the wording on inconvenient duplication, which is literally the only attack in my hand. So I'm pretty sure its second blitz says gets +0/+0, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
That is inconvenient.
that agility is a little
Dramatic.
high for me this turn. Oh, this is bad play for the group because we're going to get attacked because of this, but I have to use my form. So I'm going to go aboard the Cerritos to check the top 3.
Interesting wording here. I don't think I get to activate.
Why not?
The Briarwoods activate after all players have either played a card or passed during the combat phase.
So a
Alice did,
form ability wouldn't count.
Alice did neither. I think basically you get to form and then you get to still get to play a card. Because your options
That
are
would make
play a
sense.
card or pass. So if you want, you can still play a card.
Okay. Well, I mean, it is still a form, so I would just assume that it would have counted, but I guess, yeah, without it
But
stating.
the wording of the activation is the Briarwoods activate after all players either play a card or pass, which means you didn't play a card. You still used an ability, so either I don't get to activate or you still get to play a card. That's the only...
That makes sense.
Punch Me Away Out is going into my hand. The other attack is going to the bottom, and the 5 for my next check will be on the top.
Sounds like a good way to order that.
I think because you're all making forms, we'll just basically say Briarwoods will skip activation. They've basically just seen a god tier ship fly by and drop Briarwoods some support, and I'm just a little bit confused how they saw that from the underground ziggurats. But hey, and then we'll head back over to Vaxeldan, who did some serious damage.
All right. We're going to play Venomous Dagger Slash on a 5 because it ignores progressive difficulty. There's a 3, 4, and 5. And for my first enhance, I will use Vaxeldan to give it effectively +2 speed to make it a 6 low for 5.
Any support from the other players? It just hit me that I think I'll allow it that once, but next time you will have to play a card, Alice. Otherwise, you can just keep using Cerritos' form to stop the Briarwoods activations.
No, it's also once per turn anyway, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
makes sense. Yeah, I guess that's a fair way to do it. Once per turn, you just get to stop me from activating. That's fair.
What's the damage currently at?
5.
5, because I don't want to push you. I want to assist, but I don't want to push you up to 10 and get that retaliation. Because
Yes, you do.
I'll activate my Ensign Enhance. By discarding a card, I will get the benefit of being able to add +2 damage.
Hey, I'm a 6 low 7.
6 low 7. This is gonna hurt. Right, if there's nothing else, I will take my damage.
All right.
Veronica, we are over to you.
All right. I am going to play a steady shot. And that passes. I will mill 1 to give my attack +2 speed.
So it says 6-4.
Yes. Can I enhance further or only once?
If you can get... So basically, if you use Vash's ability here to discard an attack...
Yeah.
And draw 3 cards, you can use Steady Shot, heal 2, and deal me 2 additional damage.
Well, right. I wanted to use Disabling Shot.
No.
To stun 2. Can I not do that?
You would only be able to do that during Disabling Shot.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right, so I'm going to commit Vash, and I'm going to discard a Merciful Volley. I'll draw 3 cards, and then you will lose 2 health, and I will gain 2 health.
Yeah.
And that it is now 6 speed.
It is a 6 speed for 4 damage with 2 damage just from the absolute fear of the Steady Shot. The confidence in Vash's eyes has done emotional damage to the Briarwoods.
Emotional damage.
And then they take an additional 4, going down to 46. They are now online for their savagery with +1 damage and +1 speed on their attacks.
Oh, that's joyous.
Also enhance further.
Yeah, you can do more enhanced if you want. I was a bit preemptive there.
I want to do Motherly Affection. The top card of my discard is an attack, so I'll gain an additional 2 health.
Damn, you are...
Yay, healing.
Yeah. I thought
Staying in the game!
You now have the highest life total of the party. Well,
Woo!
Well, that's a good thing.
I was about to say, clearing my life total right now is not a marker to even mention.
Any additional enhancers or abilities?
Well, I suppose I could use this, but I don't know if it's too late to. If this attack gets +2 damage if the top card of your discard pile is an attack, it gets 3 damage.
Yeah,
plus 3 damage.
Plus 3 damage, so it dealt 7 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, down to 43. Is that a commit?
All right,
cost?
that's all I got. That is a commit. I committed it.
Okay, Alice, we're on to you.
Okay. I think the attack I drew is actually going to allow me to do something.
Huzzah!
The agility is just really high against this particular deck. I'm going to use Punch Me a Way Out again. I check on a 5, so that clears. I will get the blitzes right before any interruptions, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, this is a diplomacy. And since we were going the way Brett was saying that I'm choosing, so I'm choosing the Commit 1 Foundation.
Down to 42, the meaning of life.
This will give me a response after a rival commits 1 or more foundations during this enhanced step, +1 or -1 damage. So I'm going to +1 damage.
Yeah, I'll allow that. So it's a 3/6. Can you boost the speed?
Yes, I actually can. This has an EX2. So I'm going to enhance with EX2 for plus...
Do you remember that my toughness is... My agility is 6?
Oh,
So
I'm only going to get up to 5? I don't think I can... Oh, then never mind.
I couldn't let that happen, but I was like, no...
Okay, well then I'm
Learning
going to use Boimler's Enhance. Each player discards 1 card and draws 1 card if it's my turn. Then if there are 2 more cards in 2 or more attacks in any card pool, which there is,
Hey,
each player
there
commits 1 foundation, which will include Brett.
So I lose additional health from the burn because I can't commit. But
Can we each discard 1 and draw 1?
Yeah, everybody discards and draws 1.
And you have to commit a foundation.
And we have to commit a
it's a
foundation.
All right, I will discard the big fall and draw 1, and I will commit 1 of these.
I will get another +1 damage off the committing from Brett, going up to 7 damage.
7 damage. Anything additional?
Do I want to discard another card? I don't think I do. No, I think I am fine.
So it's a 3 high for 7 with a -2 for toughness. That is 5 damage down to 36. So that is what the first. Well, the second round of forms over, and the Briarwoods will take their first activation of the turn. And we get a 6.
Why?
I don't make this up. As Alice hit the hardest, we'll start off there.
Okay, let's see what we got going on here. 2.
2. So you will now punch Vaxeldime in the head. Delilah Briarwood looks at the damage you've just done to Sylas, wiggles her fingers, and then you just have this overcoming urge to punch the pretty boy elf in the face.
That's not natural. So 3 high for 5.
He's very emotional for a Vulcan.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that 5.
Yeah, because without being able to activate any of my or actually, wait 1 second here. Oh yeah, I can't control this, so I can't activate any of the abilities you
wouldn't be able to do anything that was negative because you're under mind control. But you essentially resolve the attacking. So you go down to 9, Cam?
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's hurtful.
Delilah looks at you after just getting punched, and just like, you want to do some more damage to your team, don't you? So, mate, let's do a roll for you. And
no, you don't.
A 3. You shake it off, going, I'm not falling for it again. Get out of my head. You may resolve your turn.
All right, I'm going to do my Vaxeldan form by committing him. I get to burn you 1 health for each attack in my card pool, and then clear an attack from my card pool. So you take 2 right off the bat.
Yeah.
And then when I clear Venomous Dagger Slash, you're going to burn an additional 1.
Down to 33.
So, eat that, Delilah.
Yeah.
And that is my form.
There's your form. So we're now over to Vash.
All right. 2.
All right. So we're going to take that steady shot and we're going to aim it right at Brad's face.
Sorry.
So, Alice.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I have to block this, don't I?
After seeing Vaxeldime get hit, Vash is very concerned about what's going on. Takes his gun, aims at you, and it's a 4 mid for 4.
4 mid for 4. Now I can respond with enhances, right?
Yeah, you can do your stuff. This attack's just coming at you.
We no longer have this. Vash has 2 attacks in the pool still, right? Yes. So then I will use my first enhance. So once again, we're each going to discard and draw 1.
I will discard another big fall.
I'm liking this because you have to commit foundations, which means you're making it easier to get through.
Then we will all commit 1 foundation.
Yep.
The response off this is that. Sorry. That Brent will take the damage from the commit.
That's 32.
And because of the commit, I'll get the rival response to chip 1 damage off in case I have to partially block this.
Makes sense. So it is a 4 mid for free.
4 mid. I will block with Replicator. So +0. So checking on a 4. Or, sorry, actually 5, right? Yeah. Checks.
Nice.
For
So
the full block.
the shot comes through. Brad takes the pose of the hands in the face, and it just bounces off the communication badge, saving his life. Coming to the end of forms, and once again, a player took an action that was not playing a card or passing. So the Briarwood's still trying to figure out where they're losing this life from, what kind of effect is causing them to just slowly bleed out without actually touching them. Very
It's called
confused.
bleeding.
Well, believe it or not, the vampire and the necromancer are very confused as to why they're bleeding. And having the most health, turn their eyes on the standing apart cyborg Vash, wondering why he isn't crossed over, isn't on his knees anymore, bleeding out, and turn their attention to you. Vash, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna build foundations.
Sounds good.
All right, I'm gonna attempt a 4, and I will.
You don't get to is that a pass?
Can I pay? Oh yeah, it is because it's a 5.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so you're fine.
I looked at the 3. All right, so that passes, and that's all I got.
Bradwood barely hanging on, getting lucky with not getting shot in the face. What are you going to do?
Yeah. A quick question, Brett. First contact day, is that going to have any impact on the agility?
First contact day. No, but it will reduce my speed's attacks.
Oh, the attacks, okay. Because I'm going to do 10 damage this game.
Well, I do have a response, which means I attack all of you. It's one of my abilities.
Oh, that is in there too. Yeah, okay.
All I've really done is drain your life and make you attack each other. It's a bit weird. There are other abilities that I can do.
I mean, it's effective.
Very effective.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to be building here. Let's see. Let's assume I have to block more. Let's not fill the card pool too much. First contact day on a 4 passes.
Voxodine, please end this round of forms.
On a 3 with a trinket. That is a 3. It passes.
Right, let's get our next activation of the Briarwoods. Can I see?
Oh, not a 6, not a 6, not a 6.
It's a 6.
Oh my god!
Is it possible for digital dice to be weighted?
Yeah, the virtual dice roller is rigged.
Yeah, Brett, but we're saying this dice set is a little unfair.
This is very unfair. But this is why I went with virtual dice. I thought it would be fairer. Right, we'll go in the same order we went last turn. Vash, do me a roll of a d6, please.
1.
That steady
You're gonna
shot
shoot him
coming back
again?
for you, Brad.
Looks at that 6. Thank goodness 3.
No. The attack's coming at you.
Oh, the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting shot.
Yeah. Still under the mind control.
I'm saving that 3. That 3 happens.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll allow that.
Sorry.
That's cool.
What's
I
the
don't want to
speed?
get attacked.
The speed and
Am I
stat is
able
a
to-
4?
Am I able to enhance and give it -2 speed?
Because you're under
No,
mind
'cause you're under
control,
mind
you
control.
can't do anything that would negate
I
the attack.
can't.
You would, lower the attack.
So that
That's
was a
unfortunate.
what zone?
It's a 4 mid for
Mid.
4.
Okay. Well, as good as these rares are on paper, let's. Actually, wait.
With
Oh, I don't wanna
+3
keep tapping.
progressive. Yeah.
Yeah. Just trying to think.
It's a rough one.
I almost think that the only way I'm going to be helping is this chip damage. So I will use my enhance on this attack to have each of us all discard and draw one. And then we all will have to commit one foundation.
Well, I'm all tapped out then.
I will
Yeah, I was going to say the big issue there
discard
is
a merciful volley.
any block Vax might have been able to do for you is kind of gone now.
The reason why I did that, Brett, is I'm going to be discarding Banana Hot. And I will have two responses. One will be for the commit.
Yep, I've taken my damage.
You'll take the, which will reduce this attack by 1 damage in case I have a problem blocking it. But I will also have the response off of Banana Hot. After it enters my discard pile from my hand or stage, I gain 1 health by removing it.
So remove from play, and Brad gets a little bit of least of life from quickly downing a banana as Vash's point is gun at him. The shot goes off. Can you block?
Yeah, on a 3 for the full?
You've got progressive, so no. It's a
Or 0 block.
0 block with 3 in your card pool, so it's on a 7.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the speed was on a 4. 7.
Yeah.
The not quite seeing everybody here is throwing me here. So 7. Oh, I can definitely pass that, whether or not it's good or not.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7.
But again,
cool
the combat just gets smacked by another bullet, but the technology is just so advanced it doesn't even look phased. Brad is just using this as a kind of mini Kevlar. You rolled your 3, take your turn unmind controlled. Bold Boimer is not subject to mind control this time.
Well, I'm definitely not passing an attack with this pool. What are we doing here? I'm going to attempt a 6. Bold Boimler. Let's get bold. Come on. Oh, come on. I failed.
You failed the check. Let's roll that dice.
I'm about to get attacked, and this might be it for me.
We get a 2. On a 2, Delilah Briarwood is sweeps in low and shoots a blast of arcane magic with a 3 low for 6 in your direction.
3.
Now, other players can enhance and help out with this. If you want, you get 1 enhance each.
Not when I'm tapped out. I can't.
So it's a 3 speed?
3. Sorry, it's 4 speed because I'm below 50, so it's a 4 speed for 7.
Can I reduce it by 2 speed?
Oh, yes, please.
What's the top part of your discard pile, Ron?
It's an attack, so it'll be -3 speed.
And what does first contact day do?
Well, this card is in my stage, so it's only in my pool right now.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a 1 low for 7.
Can you block that?
I was going to say, the 1 I think is doable, right? So 4, 5.
So it's a 1 with 4, so you'd be on. If you've got a 1 mid block, 1 low block, you'd be on a 6.
Yeah, no, I'm the closest I'm going to be able to do is.
Well, coordinate with your team.
7.
Vax might be able to block it a bit easier.
What's your health at?
7.
Yeah, so this is lethal.
And this is coming in for 7.
Yeah, this is
Oof.
lethal.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm gonna try to jump in the way here.
Okay.
Yeah, my best block right now is on a 7.
So it's a 1 speed right now.
1 speed.
2, 3, 4, 5. Let's pray I don't check a 3. That's a 5. Full block.
Full block.
Woo!
So the bullet comes through, as the arcane blast comes through, Vax just dives in, pulls out Whisper, and ricochets it into the ziggurat. Vaxodine, it is now. Delilah, seeing you up close, immediately starts wiggling her fingers and arcane chanting. Let's roll that dice.
I think you hit the wrong
We
button.
don't have to. It's fine.
That's a 2. And what's the most recent attack in your card pool?
Was it 2?
It's the dagger.
The dagger is so. unfortunately, they are as being distracted by deflecting the arcane damage. The attention is taken away. Vax falls under mind control and then turns to Vash and throws 3 daggers directly at your torso. This is a 3 high for 6 coming at you, Veronica.
And to block, I have to flip the top, or
No, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything to basically to block it. Is the number in the top right hand corner?
Yeah.
Plus what you've got progressive. So it's 3 plus the 3 in your card pool. So it's going to be on a 6. Then whatever your block modifier is.
Which, with only one foundation available, is probably impossible to pass.
Unless it's a 0 high.
Yeah, you might just have.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can afford to take it right now. So that's 6.
That's 6 damage. Yes.
Okay, so I'll go to 10.
Yes, you got to 10. The 3 daggers ding into your chest. You start to bleed out, and the daggers just disappear and reappear on Vax's belt. That is a broken belt, and that is a turn of form. So the Briarwoods get to go again. We've rolled so many 6s here. And
well, wasn't that what that was?
And so many 2s.
And this time we get a 2.
Oh, wasn't that 2 the turn of forms?
The last 3 turns were 2s.
Wasn't that 2 the activation that just happened?
No, the 2 was you attacking.
I didn't attack.
He blocked with the daggers.
Yeah, and then you rolled the 2, which means that your turn was attacking Veronica.
But why did we roll the 2?
Because I got the 6 on my last activation, so you were under mind control. You had to check. You had to save against mind control. And because you haven't got dice, I rolled.
Right, I forgot about the mind control thing. Okay, so that's what that was.
Okay, so I rolled a 2.
Now we get a 2.
I rolled 2, which is necromantic assault. I will roll again, and we'll see what's coming at the players. I rolled a 6. That is a 4 high for 7 coming at each of you.
I think I'm going to be out of this game.
All my defense got tapped out early.
I'm definitely going to be using my enhance again, where we all discard and draw 1, and then we're going to all have to. And then we're going to all have to commit 1. Yeah, because I don't have a high block in my hand.
I can't pass any checks when my whole board's committed.
What to do before you get committed down?
Nope.
All right, then let's all discard a card, draw a card, and commit a foundation.
You will, because of the commit, Brett, -1 damage.
So that is -1 damage. I'm down to 30. Anything from anyone?
Nope. Can't defend, can't block.
This is a 4 high for 6.
I'm taking 6.
Which got me to the point of staying alive at 1.
So, this is a brutal situation. And quite ironically, we have Brad on 1, Vax on 2, and Vash on 3. The Briarwoods not looking the greatest at 30, but seeing the damage you guys have taken and how limbered you kind of are with this fight.
I thought I was at 4. Did I miscount something?
Oh, no, sorry. I took 7 off you by mistake. Yeah, so you're at 4. The symmetry's gone. I think I took 7 off you as well by mistake, Vash. So it's 1, 3, and 4. Which doesn't really make much of a difference, but could do. Let's make. Would anyone like to? Let's start off with Vash. You have the most health. What would you like to do?
I don't want to fail a check, so I'm gonna pass.
Makes sense. Brad, what was you?
Yeah, I have to pass here.
And then Vaxodan.
On a 3. That passes.
The Briarwoods are going to take this turn off. They're going to look at each other lovingly, just sort of soaking in your despair as Vax brought new high-tech friends, expecting it to work. But none of you brought any sunlight, so they're just wielding Craven Edge, just spinning it around, just laughing at how desperate you three are now to escape and probably not going to be able to kill them. That's I'll leave it. Seeing as Brad and Vash are probably just passing again, unless they want to try and play anything. Vax, what would you like to do?
I'll also pass.
Right, let's clear stages and start next turn. So now my attacks are going to be harder to get through because we've got the first contact day now.
There also has to be a diplomacy card in my stage.
That's not going to be too hard with your deck, though.
Or sorry, in my pool. Yeah, it won't be too much. But if I'm last,
review and draw.
Yeah, draw up to hand size. So don't forget.
And what happens with these cards underneath now?
You can spend them for momentum abilities like Echo,
Momentum.
Powerful,
Okay.
EX.
Gotcha.
Right, as you have the most health, Vash, we will start off with you.
Alrighty. I am going to begin with an attack, an inevitable clash.
Nice.
And that is a 5, so I will commit 1 to cover the cost. I will mill 1 to give my attack 2 speed. So it is a 7. Mm-hmm.
Any other enhancers?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Ron, how much momentum do you have?
3.
3. 9.
I'm going to, I guess I could discard a momentum to give the attack plus 3 damage for each momentum used to pay this ability.
You can do it multiple times.
So you basically can pitch all of them to give it 9 damage, yeah.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
So it's a 7/16.
So what happens if she deals more than 10 damage in one shot?
I get to retaliate against her.
So it'll be an attack.
Yeah. Which is more than blockable given what we've got here.
Yeah.
Can I also, now that the top of my discard pile is an attack, can I commit this for an additional 3 damage?
Yes, you can.
Nope. So that puts it up to how much?
19.
And you're at how much health?
30.
I'd like to chime in here. I'd like to discard up a thing of bananas to gain a health, but more specifically give plus 2 damage to that attack.
All right, goes up to 21. Briarwood should not have skipped that last turn.
No. Because now we're mad.
Yeah, they've just been mocking you for the last few turns.
I don't have anything yet. So I'll pass.
I would like to use the other enhance on here to add the top card of my discard pile to my hand. And then I would like to commit Vash to discard an attack and draw 3 cards.
Sounds good. Anything else?
I've got nothing here.
That's all I got, I think, for this round.
Yeah, so you essentially just pull out a cannon with the bad news-esque style damage. The Briarwoods are just laughing at how hunched over you are, And Vash just sort of says, laugh on this as he shoots Sylas Briarwood right in the mouth, knocking out a few of his teeth as he just ends up hunched over on the floor, coughing up blood.
So that leaves you at how much health?
9. But I now do get
9.
to make an attack of retaliation against you, Veronica, because you hit me for more than 10.
Mm-hmm.
So on a 3 on the roll, we come at you with a 4 mid for 8.
Would it be a 5 mid for 9 since
so
you're savagery?
The
Sorry, 5 mid 9.
turn
Yeah. So 5 mid 9.
the turn rotation is going to be me next, right?
Yes.
So I definitely can block this.
Well, it's coming at Veronica, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can block for other players.
All right. Well,
So can I have 2 suspended bounties that would give it -2 speed each.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, what's the top card of your deck? A discard.
It's a disabling shot.
So it'd be
so it would give -3 speed each.
Yeah, -3 speed because of suspended bounties over thing. So if you committed 1, you'd go down
-3.
to a 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Committed 1, it got to a 2,
right.
which is probably the most blockable attack this game could ever have.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I could block it with this, right? Prideless negotiations.
Yeah.
Not from your stage. You'd block from your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, I'm going to petition the party. I actually benefit from getting a second attack into my pool coming into my turn. So if I block with one of my attacks in my hand, I should be able to deal a lethal blow to the Briarwoods on my turn. Hi, Brett.
If that's what you want to do. Because if you didn't have lethal, I did.
Yeah.
So what did we speed-wise? Where are we at?
It's a 2 mid.
It's a 2, so I'm going to attempt a full on a 3, and that passes.
Nice. All right. So then we move on to you.
So I'm going to go on in with survey mission on a check of a 7. And I'll pay my 2 to pass the check. So this is a throw with diplomacy. My blitz, I'm going to choose to have it so that my rival commits 2 foundations.
Yeah.
Which is going to give me a couple responses. First, I'm going to get the response off the survey. Get the response off the acting captain. So it's going to be +1 damage. And my enhance is going to be for all of us to draw and discard and then commit a card.
All right.
I'm going to discard, draw, and commit a foundation. Brett, you're going to commit another foundation, which will be another damage from the stun and another plus damage to my attack.
Yep, which is lethal on face.
Well, just for a little bit of spite, if no one minds me cutting in here, I'm going to use the enhance on my trinket, adding it to my card pool to add an additional 4 damage. Because why not get the bear involved?
You gotta.
And it sounds like we're good to send this there, Brett?
Yeah. Right. I am going to add a little bit of flavor here. So as they're going down,
Uh-oh.
I'm going to, as this attack at that point would have dealt more than 10, with no help from anybody else, please defend yourself from an attack of a 4 low for 7.
4 low for 7?
Yeah. Not you, Brad.
But everyone else?
Okay, can I
just
do
Brad?
anything about... Okay. I'm good to activate my ability again, right?
Yeah, you can activate your ability again.
That's only...
The Briarwoods are dying at this point. They're just trying to take you with
Yeah, that's only damaged. I got nothing that... well, actually, wait. -1 speed.
Oh, yeah.
Because I do have
3
diplomacy.
low for 7.
So I'll check off a 9, which requires me to 5.
Yep.
And I am bold. Bold enough.
The Briarwoods get hit by the phaser. They lunge out to take Brad with them. and he just shrugs them off as they both turn to ash in your face, Brad. You have defeated the Briarwoods.
We did it.
Oh,
Woo! That was really tight.
yeah, that was horrifying.
There were a couple moments in there that I was like, oh no, like, how do I get out of this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say acting captain was
don't worry about
really...
blocking, just punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, acting captain just kept whistling their health down very slowly, made it a bit more manageable. But, I mean, I can't complain. The amount of chaotic dominations I actually pulled off was ridiculous.
Yeah, thanks for that. Waiting your virtual dice.
So sweet of you, bestie.